EA Sports brings you the game of the week. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now. The back half of the season, Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Jackson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Tony Pollard,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
To throw is Jackson.
Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now it's Jackson.
Steps away to his left.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson.
And he He's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing again on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely. Big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Lawrence running right on the option.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cleveland offense making their way out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 8 yards to go on second down. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got it complete to Thompson. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, Lawrence. He shakes him off. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Pollard.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run on 1st down. Kendrick. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On 1st down, Kendrick. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What was that, Russ?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shedding through the defense, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down now, Kendrick. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll run on 1st down. Kendrick. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Kendrick. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
In his face!
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
They get the sense that